Max out. 300 the game. Big legacy. Yeah. Hey, yo, I got a Russian top of the foreigners, Prussian blue. Fatty on the dope, I'm turning one into two. Love the artwork, shit written by Sun Tzu. Rubies in the chain had them thinking I'm Pyru. I wouldn't call them clowns if they wasn't really bozo. Your homie probably do just like Tony did Manolo. Real nice mommy, she be squeezing on the Toto. Out in DC, they hit my shit and do the go-go. If I raised shorty, then he was ready to kill. Besides house arrest, I really played the field. You in the back seat, don't fidget behind the wheel. When bullets hit your spine, your legs you can't feel. It's a cold world, refrigerated to me. I'm built for the Cuban, I never severed the link. I'm open to opinion, but I don't pay him to think. I'm a young boss like Nip Hustle Jinx. I can send a max so I can send a lows. I can send a hat so I can send the folks. I can get you shot or I can get you broke. I could cook it up and I could cut the dough. I could cook it up and I could cut the dough. I could cook it up and I could cut it dough. I could cook it up and I could cut it dough. I could cook it up and I could cut it dough. I used to play the block, hold the picture down like the shortstop. 5'8", brown skin, ball head, pork chop. Buck 50 soaking wet, but I keep a 40 gun. Extra clip, back pocket, that small shot. 4 nights a week, a nigga party like the ball drop. I done seen a whole bunch of freaks let drawers drop. No sleep, up all night with a saw cock. Ride home music, I don't need it. More time, more time, more time, more time, and more time. I'm out of town with a couple New York City niggas trying to get acquainted with a couple current city bitches. To find out who's slide them a little dizzy. Never trizzy, something to sniff, that's easy. Have them introduce us to the niggas with the British. Try to give it to them niggas cheaper than they ticket. For they sick, I hope they with it. Cause if not, we gon' use these 40s that we brung for steady. Somebody can fit it, we had back in the city with all of them niggas shitty. Break it down and split it, dig it. You now rockin' with Lil City. I'm starting to feel like a giant amongst midgets. Ma, you ain't gotta lie to kick it. And you ain't gotta suck dick, but you gon' have to kiss it. You gon' have to lick it. Gotta let me stick it. And if I get knocked, bitch, then you gon' have to visit.
Okay.
And if I get knocked, bitch, then you gon' have to visit. I could send a max so I could send a lows. I could send the eight so I could send the folks. I could get you shot or I could get you broke. I could cook it up and I could cut the dough. I could cook it up and I could cut the dough. I could cook it up and I could cut the dough. I could cook it up and I could cut the dough. I could cook it up and I could cut the dough.
Start off on that like button, share, subscribe, let them know Zip Live. Nah, man, you already know when you hear that right there, it's about to be a vibe. We vibing out. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna give you a chance. Nah, I mean, put that shit in the crusher. Nah, I mean, 300 crush your little paintball. Dump that backwood out. Let's go. Fatty on the dope, I'm turning one into two. Love the artwork, shit written by Sun Tzu. Rubies in the chain, get the money.
I'm Pyru. I wouldn't call them clowns if they wasn't really bozo. Your homie probably do just like Tony did Manolo. Real nice mommy, she be squeezing on the Toto. Out in DC, they hit my shit and do the go-go. If I raised shorty, then he was ready to kill. Besides house arrest, I really play.
Big bro said, if I raised shorty, then he was ready to kill. Whew.
To feel you in the back seat, don't fidget behind the wheel. When bullets hit your spine, your legs you can't feel. It's a cold world. refrigerated to me. I'm built for the Cuban, I never severed the link. I'm open to opinion, but I don't pay him to think. I'm a young boss like Nip Hussle and Kings. I can send a max, so I can send a lows. I can send a hat, so I can send a folks. I can get you shot, or I can get you broke. I could cook it up and I could cut the dough. I could cook it up and I could cut the dough. I could cook it up and I could cut the dough. I could cook it up and I could cut the dough. I could cook it up and I could cut the dough. I used to play the block, hold the picture down like the shortstop. 5'8", brown skin, all head pork shots.
Yo.
50 soaking wet, but I keep a 40 gun.
Well, yo, booms in the chat. Yo, chat, I need booms in the chat. That's how we go over here. That's how we go. Booms in the chat. Chat, type boom in the chat. Before you type what up done, before you type that done, type boom. Let YouTube know it's a sitchy over here. Slide them a little. Never twist it. Type boom in the chat. Let them know this is my new thing. When you step ahead, step ahead, bow. Let announce yourself. Bow in here. I mean, if you come in here and type something, and you don't type boom first, respectfully, these is the rules. If you come in this chat and you type what up, how you doing, yo, blessings, peace, before you go boom, moving like a church mouse, not a rat, like a church mouse. Remember how your grandmother used to say, quiet, I want it quiet as a church mouse in here. Like that, you know what I'm saying? Moving like a church mouse, we don't recognize none of that. You gotta type the boom first. Let me know now I'm saying, announce yourself, boom, I'm in the building. Kick the door down, I'm saying, that type thing. That's how we doing it, you heard? Hey, yo, what up, y'all? Big old Tuesday. Big old Tuesday. Hey, yo, man. Ebro and Rosenberg got the internet on fire. Bleak, too. We gonna get to that. Yeah, let's get to that. Bleak talking his talk. He talking like he just was on the stage with Hov and all that. Nah, I mean, I respect it. He talking like he just got on the stage with Hov. I respect it. But before we get to that, you already know the views and opinions expressed by Zip is not always the views and opinions held by Zip. Sometimes they come from the cat. The cat doesn't identify as a cat. They believe it's a pit bull. So around here, we refer to it as pig cat. Couch, mirror, lamp. That's the Trinity, you heard? This Trinity is a whole nother head. This Trinity got something to do with what's going on over there. I mean, you know, that's all the chain and all. Like, you know what I'm saying? That Trinity is like Humboldt. And you do the rest. You know what I mean? You feel it. I'll tell you half of the story, the rest you feel it in. Since we talking Jay-Z, you heard? I mean, where can we find that track right now? It's still only on, you only can hear it, and I'm saying on the live. But if you buy the mixtape right now, I'll see you that. If you buy the mixtape right now, I'll see you that song. Nah, I mean, and I don't even think I put the information for the mixtape in the description. The mixtape ain't really been selling like that, so I just felt like it is what it is, right? Keep it a buck. Yo, listen. Ebro had Rosenberg in his feelings. Let's get to that. And I think I know why. Am I not the great explainer? Am I not the great explainer? Alright, so boom, check it. I do not listen to Ebro and Rosenberg, right? I don't listen to them. However, there was a point in time when I did listen to them. Yeah, I was locked up in a jail. Now I'm saying they coming on in the mornings. Niggas got Hot 9 on. I mean, niggas is on. Niggas was more Breakfast Club because they shit was a little bit more lit, but niggas did listen to them niggas before, you heard? I'd be a liar if I say I did. I mean, I remember Ebro like on there with Miss Jones and them. You know what I'm saying? Miss Info, all of them back then. When they made the song, they made the joke about the tsunami in the Philippines and all that got suspended, and they had mad guests filling in and all of that. I remember them from back then, you heard? I think when Ebro called, oh yeah, let me tell you what happened. Ebro is Rock Nation. He down with Rock Nation. And Rosenberg attempted to and instead of Ebro just keeping it Rock Nation, he start talking about that man finances. Like, yo, you ain't got no money. That's why you ain't investing no money. Imagine that. Imagine having a radio show with somebody, right? Think about this. Imagine having a radio show with somebody. I'm not saying it was the best radio show in the city, but it was definitely one of the top radio shows in New York City. That's a fact. In the morning, it's one of the top radios. If they had a run, the run was too long for it had not to be, right? You know that this nigga's getting some type of money from this job. This is hot now. Nigga getting some money, man. Nigga doing other little gigs, other places and all that. But you know for a fact, he getting a steady check. How could you be on the radio saying this nigga ain't got no money? Why y'all think that is? Why y'all? I'm gonna tell you why I think it is. Why y'all think it is? Imagine that. Me and you, we do what we do. We gonna keep it on to us, right? We getting money. You there? You see what I'm doing? Some bitches come around. Some niggas come around. Niggas get to talking about V's and all that. You be like, nigga, you ain't got enough money for no shit like that. What? What you mean, nigga? I don't think that would make me mad unless I didn't have enough money for that. Right or right? I might still wild a nigga up like, yo, you mad corny, nigga. Yeah, you know what's going on out here. That's how we used to be, right? Yeah, you know what's going on out here, nigga. Like, I mean, niggas want to talk that talk, we gonna talk that talk, right? Why Rosenberg got so mad? I think I know why. I think I know why. But before I break that down to the very last compound, what the fuck? With a name like Rosenberg, he got money. Or so it would appear. I don't think that nigga got that mad for nothing, y'all. I don't think he got that mad for nothing. Why you think he got that mad, man? He know because he employ him? I seen something somebody put up on the internet where they was talking about Mom Donnie in City Hall. And Ebro made it seem like he was the only one putting his money up. Like he was funding the whole operation and all of that. How me and you is working every day. We get fired from this gig that we had for a decade or better. For a decade or better, we had this gig. We get fired when it's time to start the new situation. You gotta be the one to put all the money up. Zip. What's up, Zip? What you mean, what's up? Don't even worry about it, Zip. Get it going and all that. It's been a while now. Yo, man, what's going on, man? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had to come out my pocket for all of this, bro. What you got going on? We've been together for we peoples. What you need to do, nigga. I know, man. What you need to do is, I know, man. What y'all think it is? Don't he do WWE commentary too? Yeah. And he be like ESPN and all of that. He has multiple revenue streams. Know what I mean? He be on as much shit as me, if not more. Know what I mean? I be on Netflix, YouTube. Oh. The truth hurts. The truth hurts. Yo, do me a favor. It's 440 of y'all in here. Hit that like button. I know I like likes, man. Know what I mean? They be like, yo, man, you on here for clicks and views, y'all. I like clicks and views. I like likes, too. Anybody on the internet that ain't on the internet for clicks and views, why they put it on the internet? Why they ain't put it in the book? If you put something on the internet, you want somebody to view it. That's the whole purpose of you uploading it to the internet. The main purpose is a view. From this, we'll get a view. Maybe we'll get a like. But we definitely got to get a view, right? Yeah. It's the main purpose. The main objective. To get a view. Even if you got a message in it. You talking about God, the law, real estate, whatever you talking about in your message. The main objective is to get a view. Because if you don't get a view, then you just was talking to yourself. So it don't even matter what the message is. The main objective is a view. We need a view. The first thing first, we need a view. We got to get a view. So anybody try to tell you they don't want the clicks and views, they lying, man. I like clicks and views, and I like likes, man. Hit that like button, y'all. You know what I mean? Hit that like button. You hitting that like button. That alerts YouTube that people is enjoying what they watching. They're going to start sending it to more people, devices and all of that. And you know what I mean? I'm going to be in the algorithm. That's what I'm going to do, man. That's what I'm going to do, man. I say eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Oh. Oh. Right. See how niggas pulling up, typing boom in the chat? You come in here, before you type anything in the chat, type boom, announce yourself. That's how you announce yourself. Saying what up to Zip, that ain't how you announce yourself. You say boom, I say boom back. You say boom, I say boom back. Well, I said boom, and so you say boom back. Yeah. Respectfully. Respectfully. That's my son Mikey Mobad. My son Mikey Mobad, Queens, they used to be like, respectfully. Respectfully. Hey, yo, man. If you ain't typed boom in the chat since you been here, chat, I need you to participate in what we got going on. I need you to participate in what we got going on. Type boom in the chat. Hey, yo. Trivia question for the chat. Quick trivia question for the chat. Who is the first rapper that you ever heard rapping about backwoods, and tell me the year? Who's the first rapper that you ever heard rap about backwoods, and tell me the year? Who's the first rapper you ever heard talk about a backwood? Chief Keef. Method Man in the 90s, Beanie Siegel 2000, Beanie Siegels, Redman, Biggie, Smith and Wesson. Niggas ain't saying what year. Chief Keef or Gucci is wrong answers. I mean, that's the first time you heard it, but Redman, nigga, a lot of niggas are saying Redman. Method Man in 2000s. When Redman said it? What song? Redman in 9-3 said backwoods? I don't remember that. I don't remember that. How you expect niggas to remember the year? Because I remember when I heard a nigga say it. Other niggas is typing it. Boot Camp Click 97, JR Writer. Yo, fashion, good looking, B. Appreciate that. Nigga said born with the super chat. That's a Funkmaster Flex born. Pac 94, I never heard Pac mention a backwood. A-Ball, MJG. Well, the first time I ever heard somebody mention a backwood was Biggie Smalls, you heard? I twist backwoods in Dutchies, I blast to you. You know what I'm saying? And then Jadakiss. Like the next year, that was 9-7 Big said that. And then the next year, Jadakiss said, I'm mad good and I rap good. With hydro and chocolate mixed in backwoods. Ask yourself, do you rap good or act good? Right? So I heard Big say, he was like, I smoke backwoods, I twist backwoods in Dutchies, I blast to you touchy touchy, right? Boom. Then I heard Kiss say it. Then I heard Bean say it. Maybe I wasn't paying attention to nobody else. I know all of that's 90s, and then Beans, I think that was like 2000 on the Rough Rider song. Twist backwoods. Never catch me rolling cigars. Only cop and blow draw out of preservative jars. On the block serving like I never heard of the law. Cops hit the spot. Get Mac birdie the ball. Flip powder. Crack. I ain't taking no loss. Plus, if I get snatched, it's less time for the show. And I've been known to stroll the block, load the Glock, cop dope. He said cop drove, pick up dough, reload the spots. I'm the shit with crushed ice and some arm and hammer. I'm the reason why I smoke a steel car in tandem. I get bricks. So you know I make big nicks the size of chicklets. When y'all try to profit, I just flip quick. When y'all try to profit, I just flip quick. Only cop and blow draw out of preservative jars. On the block serving like I never heard of the law. Cops hit the spot, fucking Mac birdie the ball. Hey yo, stole off on that like button, share, subscribe, let them know Zip Live. Ebro just made Peter Rosie crash out live on air. I don't think their relationship can never be the same again. You're not going to be on live TV calling me the B word or the H word like that. That ain't happening, homie. I don't even do that with my friends I grew up with. Like, now, if we serious, like, we get mad at, if we get mad, you know what I'm saying? Because niggas get mad, like, you get mad, You ain't gonna be calling me on all types of B words and H words and all that. Hit-did-did-does and all of that. You ain't gonna be calling me no hit-did-did-do. What? A bit-did-did-did. What? You call me a bit-did-did-did. A hit-did-did-did-do. We gotta. If I think I could beat you, I might just snuff you while you talking like that. Yeah. If I don't think I could beat you, I might stall on you like after you be tipsy or something. Now I'm saying I just know we ain't gonna be use a B word, use a whole word. I mean, well, use a whole word. Nah, I mean, yeah, use a whole word. You ain't gonna be calling me no B word, homie. All right, so check it out, right? They was talking some Rock Nation shit. Ebro did his big one, making that nigga forget about the Rock Nation conversation, homie. You ain't even got no money to invest in nothing. Blah, 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 blah. So, son was getting upset visibly. He was getting upset. So he told him about that several times, like, yo, stop saying that. And his son kept saying it. So now think about this, y'all. We work together. You and me. It's almost 600 of y'all in here right now. We work together. You the boss, though. But you know, you giving me some type of money. I'm getting some type of money. I've been here with you for 10 years. You know what I'm saying? But you the one, you hired for fire in the spot. Public perception, I'm your right-hand man. Nah, bitch. I would like to think, I would like to think that if you had the morning show at Hot 97 for 10 years or better, then you was getting at least minimum $150,000 a year off of that. Let me get ones in the chat if you think that's a light number, like minimum. The floor is $150,000 a year. 10 years there. Let me get ones in the chat if you think I'm on to something right there. Hell no, 400,000. Right, but now I'm also so you saying hell no? I'm saying if it's 400,000, that means you definitely getting 150. So you should have just put a 1. You could have saved that. Get to the point. I don't like how you talking to me. You gotta go. Fuck you think you? This is my show. I'm zip with the drip. Yo, listen, right? You know that this nigga's getting at least $150,000 a year. And you on TV calling a nigga broke? Saying he ain't got enough. You know he done made about $1 million. You know this nigga done made about $1 million. He ain't got no money to invest. It's people gonna work their whole life and never make $1 million. But you know, he getting 150 a year, that means he done made $1 million up there. He ain't got no money to invest. Behind the scenes, Ebro know that nigga be squandering that money. I don't know if you know. Saying that because he know. He know, nigga, I'm paying you $150,000. Y'all niggas is saving $250,000, $400,000. Who knows? Let's see if that's public information. How much money did Peter Rosenberg make working at Hot 97 throughout his whole career? The exact amount of money Peter Rosenberg made during his career at Hot 97 is not publicly known, as radio station contracts and salaries for on-air talent are kept strictly confidential. Neither Rosenberg nor the station's parent company, media company former individual, have ever disclosed specifically about precise career earnings total unavailable context. What is publicly known about his earnings. Industry estimates the average salary for radio personalities at Hot 97 is estimated to be around $111,000 a year. However, high-profile morning show hosts in major media markets like New York City typically earn significantly more than the base company average through premium base salaries, syndication bonuses, and live event hostess, such as Hot 97's annual Summer Jam. Length of tenure. Rosenberg enjoyed highly stable, nearly 2-decade run at the station. He started at Hot 97 in 2007 and remained a mainstay until his departure in 2025, giving him an 18-year earning window at the company. Ongoing pay disputes. Following the sudden cancellation of the Ebro morning show in December 25, Rosenberg, Ebro, and Laura publicly stated in April 2026 that Hot 97 still owes them a significant amount of money. They indicated that the issue involves a union contract dispute with the station's ownership over their final payout. 20 years up there. So even if he made the base at 111,000, 18 years, he made $1 million up there. For your man to be sitting right there, telling you that you ain't got no money to invest, and he know you done made over $1 million, upwards of $1 million, upwards of $1 million. And he saying you ain't got no money. He know you ain't got no money. He know you be tricking that money off. That's common sense. I don't know why nobody ain't put that together. That is common sense. The only way that this nigga is on air saying you ain't got no, and you getting mad about it, like, imagine that. Imagine you getting money, you up like a duck, you sitting on 200,000-300,000. You sitting on 200,000-300,000, you live on air, and the nigga get to talking about you ain't got no money to invest. Como? Chase, TD, what? Who ain't got no money? Say it again, nigga. Capital One. Say it again. I keep showing these people every bank I'm cool with. And the ones that I owe a couple dollars to and all, like, you know, you owe a couple dollars to the bank, it don't matter who you is. Yeah. That's how you handle. You don't get mad, start calling your man a bitch if he say you broke. But you calling him a bitch because he's saying you broke. He's really telling your personal business. That's your son. Stop saying that. Nah, nigga, you broke. Nigga, you ain't got the money. You ain't got the money. Kept saying it. Why would you keep saying that? You ain't just saying it because it's making him mad. You saying it because it's the truth. Yeah. That's how niggas stand on. That's when you know you standing on the truth, you gonna keep saying it. Nigga, you ain't got it. You stop saying it. You a bitch. I'm gonna keep calling you a bitch. I ain't gonna lie, man. This was hilarious, bro. Ebro know that nigga ain't got that bread, man.
Like I don't have money. Because bitch, shut the fuck up.
You're a bitch.
No,
you're a
I'm
hoe.
not.
You know why? Let me tell you
Because
why
you're
you're a hoe.
an
Let me
asshole.
tell you you're a hoe. Because you
said-
just called me a bitch
Yeah,
for
but-
no reason.
No, it is for a reason.
No, it's not. It's because you're being a hoe because you don't know how to invest.
That's different.
You don't
So then
know.
say that. I listen to you about
Because you
shit like
don't
that.
have money to invest.
Yo, my man, what's wrong with you? We keep going.
You don't.
Yo, my man, what's wrong with you?
You don't.
But you don't.
Yo, Ebro got dark skin for a second. Nigga said, yo, my man, what's wrong with you? I mean, Rosenberg got dark skin. If you was blind and you didn't know no better, you would have thought he was black right there. Nigga said, yo, my man, what's wrong with you? He said, that perfect. He code switched on that. He was dead ass. He's mad. He code switched on that.
Invest. That's different.
Why?
You don't know. Say that. I listened to you about
Because you
shit like
don't
that.
have money to invest.
Yo, my man, what's wrong with you? We keep going.
You don't.
You keep saying the same
You
thing.
don't.
But you don't know that.
And I'm gonna keep calling you a bitch if you keep saying that.
Listen, man.
Bro, stop.
Nigga said, I'm gonna keep calling you a bitch. Oh, shit.
Stop
Money
saying
to
that.
invest. If you had money to invest. If you had money to invest. Oh,
You're
sound
saying
like
I
an
don't
asshole.
have money.
Because
Bitch, shut the fuck
no,
up.
you're a bitch.
No,
you're a
I'm
hoe.
not.
You know why? Let me tell you why
You're
you're a
being
hoe.
an
Let me
asshole,
tell you
bro.
why.
But you
Because you just called me a bitch
Yeah,
for
but-
no reason.
No, it is for a reason.
No, it's not. It's because you're being a hoe because you don't know how to invest.
That's different.
You don't
so
know.
then say that. I listened to you about
Watch
You
the Kobe
don't
Bryant
have money
fist
to
bump.
invest.
Yo, my man, what's wrong with you? We keep going.
You
over
don't.
this. You keep saying the same
You
thing.
don't.
But you don't know that.
It's because you're being a hoe because you don't know how to invest.
That's different.
You don't
so then
know.
say that. I listened to you about
Because you
shit like
don't
that.
have money to invest.
Yo, my man, what's wrong with you? We keep going.
You
over
don't.
this. You keep saying the same
You
thing.
don't.
But you don't know that. Stop.
And I'm gonna keep calling you a bitch
Stop.
if you keep saying that.
You see how Laura tried to say, but you don't know that. Sen didn't even address her. You know why? Because he knows that. I don't gotta, right now you just, that's white noise. I don't gotta even address that.
Bro, stop.
Listen, if you
Stop
had money
saying
to
that.
invest, if you had money to invest, if you had money to invest,
Stop saying
you wouldn't
that.
be talking like you're talking right now.
No, it's because I don't understand the disrespect repeatedly, bro.
Because
And you're
you
wrong.
sound nuts.
Look at
That I
Drake.
said I don't know
Look
people.
at Drake in the
No, you
comment
said-
section
I
laughing.
don't know this crowd.
No,
Like, well, you don't
what
have money.
crowd? There is no crowd.
All I said was the Rock Nation thing. I don't understand it. I don't know people like that. And you go, well, it's because you don't.
Oh, you're
saying
saying
I
I
don't
don't
have money
because.
Yo, my man, what's wrong with you? Petty as hell. Ebro is mad messy for that. But see, Ebro did that for niggas like me. I'm an intellectual hooligan. I don't know if you're an intellectual hooligan, but you have to have some level of intellect to understand that exchange just now. No way does that nigga get mad like that for no reason. He's mad like he make at least $111,000 a year. That's not a lot of money. But that ain't no little bit of money neither. That's all right. Even if you live in New York City, if you pay $3,500 a month rent, yeah, you up. Let's say all together you paying $6,000 a month rent. Like all your bills together, 6 bands. You still finishing the year with some bread. Cause like, you know, the side gig, you know, you gotta pay taxes. We know that. But I'm saying you getting side gigs at Hot 97. You work there, you work. How you don't got no money, bro? How is he on the radio saying you don't got no money and you got your fist balled up? Stop playing with me, man. What's wrong with you, man? Blame it on the dice. Know what I mean? Allegedly, he's a degenerate gambler. Allegedly, he's a degenerate gambler, man. Ebro still miserable from losing his chair. So he taking it out on his right-hand man. All right. So the word people like to use these days is diabolical. Ebro is in fact diabolical for that. But it's not about that chair at Hot 9. That was some Rock Nation. That was a Rock Nation. You not gonna be on here talking about Rock Nation. You're not gonna be doing that. We're gonna talk about your finances. He really didn't say the nigga was broke. He said the nigga didn't have the money to invest. Think about that. He's not even calling him broke. He didn't say, yo, you broke. You ain't got, he said, you ain't got the money to invest. Como? Right, 100K a year go a long way. He been getting money for a long time up there, Hot 9, man. He been getting money a long time up there, man. Almost the whole time I was locked up, he was working up there. Almost the whole time I was locked up. I was locked up for 18 years. I got locked up in 02. He got the job in 07. Ebro was there for a long time. When I first got locked up, Ebro was around. 03, 04, I remember, like 04, 05 for sure. You don't have the money to invest is not calling a nigga broke. For you to get that mad, for somebody to be saying you don't have the money to invest, when you could have proved them wrong. Because everybody that got some money got that banking app on their phone. If you getting money, if you get any type of real money, like legit money, these days, you get legit money, you got a banking app on your phone. And you could just go there and see how much money you got. That's how I like, right? Let me get a 1 in the chat if you could do that right now. Let me get a 1 in the chat right now. If you go on your phone and go to your banking app right now and see how much money you got in your account right now. Let me get a 1 in the chat. I need some crowd participation. Let me get a 1 in the chat if you could go on your phone right now and show everybody how much money you got in your bank account. Look at all of these ones. Let me get a 2 if you can't do that. Let me get a 2 if you can't. If you can't do it, like, oh, I can't do it, 2. I seen 1, 2 come through. You know what I mean? Let me get a 2 if you can't do that. I seen 1, 2. That's it, just 1. See what I'm saying? So you mean to tell me somebody making upwards of $111,000 a year can't go on their phone and just show you how much money they got? Like, what you mean I ain't got no money to invest? Because, like, how much money do it take to invest? You feel me? You done made $1 million and change. You should be sitting on something, right? You should be able to go in that Chase account short like something, right? 40, 50 bands. Huh? You ain't got 40, 50 bands on here? You work at Hot 97 for 20 years? You see what I'm saying? Because you could have just went on your phone, showed them 40 bands, 50 bands, and shut them up. What you mean I can't invest? I can't take this 50,000 right now and invest in something? Call into the show and let me know. Let us know what I could take this $50,000 and do. What type of investing I could do with 50 bands, 50 cash right now. 50 cash, if you a homeowner already, you might could take 50,000 and go get another house. You might could take 50 cash and go get it. That's investing your money. That is investing your money. You might get if you depending on what kind of mortgage, you get, what size house. Like if you go up Albany, Syracuse, Schenectady, up there, you got 50 bands cash, you might get 2 properties. You know what I'm saying? That's investing. That's what you supposed to do. You ain't got the money. What you mean? After 20 years, you can't show a nigga 40, 50 bands? You get mad? Start calling a nigga a bitch? That's your real feelings. That's your real feelings. You know what I'm saying? And what he's saying is the truth. Both of them was speaking the truth. When he called Ebro a bitch, that's how he really feel about Ebro. You a bitch, nigga. But Ebro was telling the truth, dude. You ain't got no money to invest. You know why? Turn that FanDuel app on right now. Probably got FanDuel, DraftKings, Prize Picks, Kalshi, probably everything on the phone. Every situation. Hard Rock, Casino, everything is probably on the phone. And who would know that? If nobody else know that, the nigga that been paying you all of these years know that. Because that's who you coming to for the problems. When it was time to start all over, when we had to start all over, and it was like, yo, look, this shit is going to cost, what you got? What you mean, nigga? Yeah, you talking about, nigga, what you mean? Huh? That's how he know the nigga ain't got it. Can't like, yo, word, that's crazy, bro. They give me the job at Hot 97 in the morning, and they tell me like, yo, we giving you $150,000 a year. You know what I'm saying? Any spot. We give you $150,000 a year though. You gotta work every morning, you gotta come in, or every afternoon, whatever, but we give you $150,000 a year. I'm so dead ass when I say, however I've been living for the previous 2 years is how I'm gonna be living when there's new money coming in. I ain't changing nothing for the whole, for like a year or two. I'm not changing shit. Sticking to the script. Anything I'm doing with that money is gonna be, I don't need to withdraw none of that. I don't need no clothes, nothing. Fuck that. I don't need none of that. I give all that shit to them hedge fund people. Nigga, take all that shit. 150K, you can't live beyond your means? Yes, you can. If that ain't the only money you got, yo, yes, you could, bro. 150K, yeah, man, that's not a little bit of money, bro. It's not a little bit of money. I don't care what you say. That's not a little bit of money. It's not a little bit of money, man. You live somewhere, your rent is $2,000 a month, $2,200 a month. You might be somewhere your shit $1,800. However you living right now, you ain't gotta change that. $1,800 a month. Right, $150,000 a year. That's two gigs, bro. There's people that's working 2 gigs getting that, man. $108,000 a year is $9,000 a month. If you can't tell me an extra 40 bands, you can't live above your means. You wildin'. With 9,000 a month, if your rent is 3 bands, you still got 6,000. Let's say your car note and the insurance is 1,000. You still got 5,000. Let's say the light bill, the phone bills, the Wi-Fi, all that. Let's say that come up to 500. You still got 4,500. Before tax, after tax, they not taking half of your shit, nigga. You ain't in the tax bracket where they taking half of that shit. They might be taking 25% of that shit. So 10% is 15, 20% is 30, and another 5% is 7. So like $37,000 of that shit coming out in taxes. You got $110,000, you got $115,000 left. That ain't how that math break down. That ain't how that math just break down. The problem is if you got kids, wife, and like to shop, then you ain't, your taxes is low. You paying less in taxes if you got kids and all that too. So there's that. Plus the cash payola money. I bought Hot 97. You want me to wear your hat? Give me $1,000. I bought Hot 97. You want me to wear your shirt? Give me $5,000. I'll wear it 3 times this month. Well, Hot 97. Come on, man. He's making too much money. He's making too much money for somebody to tell him he don't have no money to invest. Somebody knows something. I know that. I know what Ebro know. I know what Ebro know. Them parlays is kicking ass. You making too much money for somebody to tell you ain't got, and for you not to be able to go on your phone and show a nigga 30, 40 bands, 50 bands. What's up? If you make 150 in San Fran, expect to pay 51,000 in tax, so you still got 100 bands. So you still got 100 bands. So that's back to like the 9,000 a month. I said 9,000 a month equal $108,000 a year. So it's like $8,000 a month. 7 is some change a month. Like I said, the numbers still add up. If your rent is 3 bands, maybe you need to move somewhere else. If your rent is 3 bands, but still you only getting $7,000 a month, and your rent is 3 bands, half on rent. That I don't know, but maybe that's as long as you got somewhere to live, maybe that's sufficient. But I'm just saying. If your rent is 3 bands, you get $7,500 a month. Your rent is 3 bands, you got 45 left. Your car insurance, all that $1,000. Let's say the gas for the month, $500, $1,500. Where you at? $2,500 left. Like, what we talking about? The bills, $500. You still got 2 bands to eat. They don't cost $1,000. You go grocery shopping, $300 a month. $400 a month. Niggas is doing that. You can't really tell a nigga shit. $400 a month. You'll stack the refrigerator. You still can live above your means. Your means is already met now. You got food, clothing, and shelter. You good. What you doing with the rest of that money? The rest of them little couple dollars. You ain't spent that yet. Right. You get paid every week to make... Listen, man. 150K a year is a good job, man. I don't care who you is. If you got a child right now, and your child said, I got a job where I'm gonna be making $150,000 a year, you gonna be proud. You gonna be happy. I don't care who you is. You know what I'm saying? Unless you like filthy rich. If you a filthy rich, then you gonna be like, what? But if you a regular person I'm sorry, the average person, regular person in this world, me and everybody, if your child comes say, I got a job and I'm making 150,000 a year, you gonna be mad happy, bro. You gonna say to yourself, I don't gotta do shit for this child no more. This child has figured it out. $150? If your child come tell you they gonna make $150, in your mind you gonna be saying, I'm getting 7 of that. I don't give a fuck. I know I watch how I do this. I'm gonna get 700 here. I'm gonna get 500 here. I'm gonna be getting that. What? Oh, listen, the car messed up. I'm gonna be lying about the car. Yo, the car messed up, man. I need 1,500. I already got 8. Let me hold 7, man. I give it back. Yeah, let me hold 7, man. I give it back. You're never getting that back. Man, I'm gonna get $7,000 a year off of that. Or for that $150, nigga. Crazy nigga, you would be mad happy. Let me get ones in the chat if you got a child, even if you don't got a child. Let me get ones in the chat if you feel like your child came home and said, I'm making $150,000 a year. Let me get ones in the chat if you'll be happy. Let me get 2s in the chat if you'll be like, yo, that ain't enough. Nah, that ain't enough. I ain't jacking that. No, you did bad. Let me get 2s in the chat if they did bad. Let me get 1s in the chat if you jacking that. I don't think nobody in their right mind, bro, will be mad at their child if their child came home and said, yo, I make $150,000 a year. Niggas would be like, what? Let me hold something. Give me something. Start reaching for the nigga pocket right there and then. Yo, give me some money, man. Yo, I ain't get no money yet. You got something, nigga. Let me get that. You gonna be all right next check, nigga. Let me hold something. Let me get what you got right now, nigga. Everything I done did for you, I'm in on that $150. I'm gonna be trying to help that nigga spend that shit and all that. Yo, you know what you need? I don't even like those. Those is fire though, cause you like it. They fire, bro. Get that. Yeah. Trying to get that nigga to get everything I like. Michael and Matthew killing me right now. They better go get that word out, right, Bob? Come on, Bob. Niggas come say, yo, I'm getting $150 a year. You gonna be like, alright, nah, because that's enough money for a nigga to be paying a mortgage, bro. That's enough money for a nigga to be paying a mortgage on some nice shit, chilling, like. Know what I mean? Word. Nigga, crazy nigga, my little nephew, nigga. If I grow up, if I get old enough to see that nigga grow up and he be like, yo, man, right now, starting off, it's like 95, but like by the time I'm gonna be getting like $150. In 5 years, $150, yeah. I'm gonna be mad happy. Cause I'm gonna be trying to get Poncho to buy me a car. Like, yo, man, sign for this shit, bro. Come on, man. Like, yo, you old ass nigga, you can't sign for your own car? Yeah, I could, but I need you to do this. I'm just gonna help your credit. Just gonna help your credit. Word the mother. Yo, y'all heard Bleak? Yo, the views and opinions expressed by Zip is not always the views and opinions held by Zip. Sometimes they come from the cat. The cat doesn't identify as a cat. I believe it's a pit bull. So around here we refer to it as pit cat. Yo, you hear Bleak, that Brooklyn bullshit, he on it. Nigga said Yayo can't wear his chain unless he around 50. He said he don't even got the chain. He say 50 hold on to the chain and let him wear it when he comes. He said you can't find no... Bleak talking like he just got off stage with home. But Bleak got more bread. I mean, they say Yayo got more bread than Bleak, man. Nah, I mean, and like in the industry, like maybe outside of the music industry, Bleak did more things than Yayo, right? Maybe outside of the music industry, but in the music industry, Yayo made more bread than Bleak. You heard? That's a fact. That's a fact. He ate off of the G Unit. The G Unit did numbers, right? Look, the numbers that the G Unit did, Yayo cut it at was more than what Bleak did on his own time. You feel me? Yayo probably made $8-9 million music. Straight music. He probably made $8-9 million. Shit, 50 said that a long time ago. Matter of fact, what he said was, he said Yayo made $8 million because he was in jail, and Banks and Buck had made 9. That was a long time ago. He said that. So ain't no telling what them niggas have. Yeah, ain't no telling what he got since then. Bleak need to stop. He couldn't even get on stage with his big homie. He need to not. He was on stage. What are you talking about? You need to stop. You don't think Bleak was at Yankee Stadium? Bro, you gotta clarify which opinions come from Pink Cat. No, I don't. I'll give you half of the story. The rest you fill it in. Sometimes when you think it's the cat, it's the cat. Respectfully. When you think it's the cat, it's the cat. If you think it's me, it's me. That's not my beef is the cat's beef. Pause. Bleak got a restaurant in Vegas, and Jay don't never go. So, who cares? I wouldn't care about that. I got a restaurant in Vegas, and Jay-Z gonna come spend more money than anybody else? Everybody, I don't care. Jay-Z ain't gotta come. Let this nigga walking down the block come in here and spend that same money on the bill Jay-Z would have spent. Yeah, that's it. Jay-Z don't need to go there. But Jay-Z ain't been on that podcast. Now, that's different. That's different. Jay-Z not coming on that podcast, that's a little different. But maybe Bleak is on some shit like, yo, I don't want niggas to feel like my podcast is popping because Jay-Z came on my shit. I want my shit to get popping first. And then once I got it going already, then I get Jay-Z on it. Maybe that's the nigga mind state. So we can't really say it, know what I mean? But it looked kind of crazy that he got a podcast and Jay never been on it. But like I said, maybe Bleak mind is saying, I want to get my podcast popping first so you niggas, like Zip with the Drip and y'all other niggas, can't never get on the internet and say, the only reason why your podcast is popping because Jay-Z went on your shit, nigga. You know what I'm saying? He might be holding out for that reason. You never know. I don't think that's the case, but it could be. Know what I mean? Two culture vultures arguing. I don't know about culture vultures, man. I wouldn't call them niggas culture vultures. I wouldn't call them niggas culture vultures, even though I don't appreciate what they did to New York hip-hop. I don't appreciate the role they played in New York hip-hop. Like, respectfully, right? Let's keep it a buck. Not because I've been on Funk Master Flex, because you could go back old videos and I said this before. Hey yo, Bango. Hey yo, good looking B said long time fam. Thanks for the super chat. You could go back and check. I said this a long time ago. Funk Master Flex should be on the Mount Rushmore of New York rap. Because when rap was struggling in New York, Funk Master Flex had it jamming, nigga. All through the 90s, Flex had it jamming on Hot 97, nigga. That era of funk, whatever you say about Funk Master Flex, whatever you call him, in the 90s, those titles don't apply to Flex. Unless you just calling him like a bad man. If you saying like, yo, he was a bad motherfucker. Like when he was Every Sunday in the tunnel, Flex was tearing it down. And then he was on Hot 97 every night getting busy. The whole 90s, bro. The whole 90s. Like, he established Hot 97, bro. Funk Master Flex, bro. Flex drop a bomb to your shit. It was crazy. Niggas coming up there, them freestyles from Flex and all that. Legendary. I would say like this narrative that surrounds Funk Master Flex today started in the 2000s, probably after 50 came out. That's when niggas started saying what they say about Flex. You know what I'm saying? Before that, you can't say nothing. Ebro and Rosenberg is the opposite of what Flex is for New York hip-hop. You know what I'm saying? Because Ebro was the program director at Hot 9, and he was forcing the down south music on us. When it was shit going on in New York that we couldn't listen to on the radio because the program director was a California nigga. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I don't call the nigga no culture vulture, because I don't feel like, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like he was in the wrong place for that shit. Maybe that shit would have worked in LA or where he from up in the Bay Area. You know what I'm saying? Or San Diego, like out there, Arizona, a big market over there somewhere. But when he came to New York, he's too far away from what the Cali is his own hemisphere, bro. That's his own ecosystem as far as music go. Niggas be in Cali, they don't listen to niggas outside. Might listen, like right now, the Cali niggas, they might be fucking with the Detroit niggas, because them and the Detroit niggas, they got like the same kind of bop. You know what I'm saying, on the beats and all that. So they might, but them niggas don't really care about nothing outside of Cali. Little niggas in Cali is listening to Cali niggas, man. Straight up. That's their own ecosystem, nigga. So for you to take a nigga who been exposed like to one type, that's like taking me, a New York nigga, straight New York nigga, and you make me the program director in LA. I'm the program director in LA. Now these niggas listening to Sleepy Hollow, Chef G, A Boogie. You know what I'm saying? What happened? Cash Cobain. Like, yo, nigga, this ain't what we. Nigga, you trying to get on the radio, you gonna make a song like Cash. Next thing you know, you got these gangsta ass niggas. You got these gangsta ass niggas from the 40s. Know what I'm saying? These niggas talk, I'm tripping on a yacht. They gotta try to get on the radio. They wanna be on the radio. So these gangsta ass niggas now, they rapping like Cash Cobain and Bay Swag and all of that. Cause I'm a New York nigga. And so we gonna play. I think this shit is fire, bro. This shit is fire. It's good. It's doing good over there. Look, it's doing numbers. So long as it's doing numbers over there, you can't really say nothing. And that was the mind state Ebro had for New York radio. It's doing numbers. The music was doing numbers. Wait till you see my A. Wait till you see my A. Right. It was doing numbers. But we didn't want to hear that shit in New York. Chipping fofos, riding photos, chipping photos, riding photos. We didn't want to hear that shit. But it was doing numbers somewhere. We didn't want to hear that shit in New York, but the program director felt like because he's doing numbers in other markets, he could justify adding that to the playlist. It's doing numbers, which I could say. It's doing numbers, which you could say. Nigga, we don't want to hear that shit up here, nigga. Oh, but they want to hear it everywhere else. So what? But see, that's they get and the music does numbers. The radio station is only trying, like, they looking at the numbers like, all right, it's doing the numbers. Not like whatever numbers you doing on the radio station is gonna do the numbers. This is the radio station, bro. In that city, they're gonna listen to that shit. He forced it on us. We had to listen to that shit because this is the radio. We gonna listen to the radio. You understand what I'm saying? That's how we know them songs. That's how we know a lot of that them down south. And niggas, Ebro forced them shits on niggas. So I wouldn't call them niggas culture vultures. I wouldn't call Ebro no culture vulture. I'm glad that nigga's not the program director at Hot 97 no more. Glad he's out of here. But I wouldn't call him a culture vulture. You know what I mean? Did he fuck the culture up a little bit? Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah, he did that. You know what I'm saying? When J.R. Ryder and Hal Rell and all of them niggas was putting out mixtapes, man, fuck. We ain't hear none of that shit on the radio. You had to wait till the late night. K Slate put some of that shit on. You know what I'm saying? He could have been putting that on the radio up here. This is New York. People in New York would have listened to them niggas is Dipset. You understand what I'm saying? Joe Buttons and the niggas wasn't playing these niggas. Niggas wasn't playing in New York niggas. Niggas was playing Webby, Boosie, Chameleonaire, Slim Thug. The other nigga down there, Flip. Who they want? Flip, Flip, Flip. It was a good song. We just ain't really want to hear that in New York. Know what I'm saying? Let me get ones in the chat, if that's a fact. Let me get twos in the chat, if you don't think that's like how it went. But Zip, back in the 90s, Hot 97 wasn't playing West Coast music. The big songs, yeah. Gin and Juice. You know what I'm saying? Like they come on sometimes, but we wasn't getting bombarded. You wasn't gonna get 5 of them in a row. You wasn't gonna get 5 of them in a row. Ebro program direct that Hot 97, you would get 5 down south songs in a row. Lil Flip, Chameleonaire, Young Jeezy, Yin Yang Twins. There's some other Little John shit. And it'd be like, damn, nigga. Like, play that true life shit. It's the New York. Play that shit. We want to hear that. Yeah, play that. That shit, I ain't gonna lie, that shit was getting spins on Hot 97 too. But it was other shit from out of town that was getting more spins. And it shouldn't have been. Not in New York. Bone Crusher. I ain't never scared. I ain't never scared. All that shit is coming on the radio in New York heavy. Like, wow. When you go out of town, you go to... So this is what I don't understand, right? A nigga try to say, if it's popping out of town, like, the songs is big in Texas. The songs is big in Miami. The songs is big in Cali, right? So we gotta play it here. The song is big in Atlanta. We gotta play it in New York. We gotta... This is what Ebro try to like... This is how he try to justify it, right? The song is big in Texas. It's a national song. It's very big. We gotta play it on Hot 9. It's big in Atlanta. We gotta play it on Hot 9. Big in Cali. We gotta play it on Hot 9. You go to Atlanta, they don't play the New York shit. You go to Miami, they don't play the New York shit. They don't care how big it is. You go to Texas, they don't play the New York shit. Now, I can't speak for nowhere else, but I've been to them places. North Carolina, they wasn't playing the New York shit. Like, I was in Atlanta, wallahi, when when old boy was, that shit was on fire in New York. So I'm down there, me and my cousin, that nigga never heard this shit. I'm like, yo, son, you dead ass? Like, I know the whole CD already. Go ahead, stupid piggies, go fuck with them. I know the whole CD already. This nigga knows none of it. Yo, boy. None of them niggas down there knew that shit. They ain't playing nowhere. It was a block. I don't remember which block it was, right? Because this is a long time ago. But it was a club called Fuel, right? Fuel was on a block with like 11 clubs. Dead ass, homie. On every side of the block, it was clubs. It was just one block. And there was clubs on this side and clubs on that side. And we used to fuck with this shit called Fuel a lot. And Black Rob, rest in peace to Black Rob. I was in there with Black Rob one night. He ran down on me and all that. You know what I'm saying? But they might play that Hey Ma. They might play that Hey Ma. Yo, salam alaikum, I'm on live. Alright, inshallah. Yo, anybody from Atlanta in the building know what block I'm talking about? Anybody know what block that is? It used to be mad clubs on it, like 11 clubs, bro. Maybe 7, 8. But 7, 8 clubs feel like 11. To a nigga on a beam. You go, they might play Hey Mom. But they don't play the New York music out of town like that. You go out of town, you ain't hear that shit. What club I'm talking about was a club called Fuel. I'm gonna ask Google, see if they remember. What block was the club Fuel on in Atlanta back in the days? Club Fuel was located on 3073 Peachtree Road, Northeast, in the heart of the Buckhead Nightlife District. Back during the Buckhead Village era of the 90s and 2000s, this strip of Peachtree Road was nearby Boiling Way, where famous for massive street crowds, traffic jams, and party scenes. The laws or rules you are referring to are likely, I ain't say nothing about those. How many clubs was on that block? How many clubs was on that block? Was on that block? I had Dope in the Bluff before the movie, nigga. At its peak in the late 90s and early 2000s, there was roughly 15 to 20 bars and clubs crammed directly onto or immediately surrounding that single block. If you zoomed out slightly to the immediate 2.5 to 6 block radius of the Buckhead Village core, there was more than 50 to 100 liquor licenses operating simultaneously. That shit used to be a zoo, nigga. I'm telling you, man. That shit used to be crazy, nigga. I used to fuck the money up and book some shit. I'm going down there. Hot 97 played every song because of Ebro. Every song that was popping out of town, they played it on Hot 97. If niggas would have went out of town, they wasn't playing none of that shit, bro. I got family in Mississippi. They don't know none of this New York music, nigga. So I'm saying, why they program directors ain't saying, yo, this shit is popping in New York, we gotta play it down here. Why they not saying that? Because that ain't true. You don't gotta do that. A nigga from Brooklyn, a nigga from Harlem, a nigga from the Bronx would have never been doing that. You know what I'm saying? Flex was playing that down south music and all that. But he late night DJ, he playing everything. Flex playing he playing what he want. I mean, you understand what I'm saying? He club nigga. And the clubs is different. We talking about for the radio. Y'all made New York niggas feel like they had to make that kind of music, man. Can we retire Jay-Z, Alicia Keys? That's not the anthem for New York City. Not for me. My go-to New York song is New York State of Mind Part 2. New York, New York. I love the way that shit sound. New York, New York. That's my favorite New York song. Who got the wackest New York song? It's all right, French got a New York song. Jim Jones got a New York song. Nas got a couple New York songs. Jay-Z got a New York. Who got the wackest New York song? Busta got a New York song. I'm on my New York shit. Ja Rule got a fire New York song. Favi and Alicia, I like this shit. New York City, please go easy. Pause. That shit is better than Jay-Z and Alicia shit than me. I'm not gonna say it's better, but I like it more. Maybe because it's more recent. The Jay-Z shit now is almost 20 years old. And so when it first came out, I played that shit so my Mel Cross was tight. The brolic blood homie that be on the internet, my son Mel Cross from the Bronx, he used to be upstairs from me, not far away. When that Black Album, when the Blueprint 3 first came out, that was the Blueprint 3, right? Yeah, the Blueprint 3. When that shit first came out, I heard that New York shit. I was blasting that shit on the keyboard. What? I'm not turning that off. Niggas was tight. Ja Rule got the wackest New York song with the I'm from New York. 100 Guns, 100 Clips is whack? Nah, homie. I'm a 50 fan. I'm a 50 fan, homie. That's not a whack song. The same way them Brooklyn niggas know every word to hit them up. Yeah, word to my mother, this is a fact. The Bed-Stuy niggas, my age, they know every word to hit them up. Respectfully, homie. The same way. The same way they know that. Them G-Unit niggas know that. I'm still in the hood like them little motorcycles. They know them verses, man. Yo. Mac McKinney said, yo, that's a fact. I'm from NC and only heard New York music through mixtapes or Rap City, except that Little Kim, Welcome to Brooklyn, Jam Rock. So I'm trying to tell you, man, they don't play New York songs out of town. So when niggas be like, yo, it's a big song, and enough out of state, so we gotta play it over here, that's cap. You don't gotta do that, because they don't do that shit when it's a big song in New York. Like, I went out of town and didn't hit no Cash Cobain. Like, I'm talking last year. I went out of town, I didn't hit no Cash. I couldn't believe that shit. Like, what? This nigga got songs with Drake and all that. That shit is booming in New York. This nigga is booming in New York. He had the best summer. None of that shit. I did not one song, nothing. I'm asking him, like, y'all don't know about Cash Cobain? He's like, nah. Like, what? And so that's when I knew. You cannot tell me because some shit is big out of state that we gotta play it here. Because when shit is big here, they don't play it out of state. Who is Cash Cobain? Rapper, singer? He make music, man. I don't know how them niggas describe it. I just know he make music. And it's fire. And he got all the bitches. Straight up. You put the cash on, the bitches is with it. Straight up. You put Cash Cobain on. Yo, this is my word, right? And you got your little joint with you. I'm saying, well, the next time you got your little joint with you, right? Next time you got your little joint with you, you put this on, you heard? Hold on. Son Cash. Fifth, I Run New York is whack. When I'm in CT, little nigga, I run New York. When I'm down in NC, little nigga, I run New York. You crazy. I ain't gonna lie. I don't remember nothing he said on that shit. So maybe that wasn't a real good song, you heard? But he was popping bad shit at the end of it, though. That was a good rant. Hey, somebody get Puffy on the phone. Tell that nigga I said get out the mirror. Tell that nigga I want to buy that little nigga published. So I heard about them Jews you bought. Little dirty ass nigga. You better give them back. 50's better than everybody with the rants. Numero uno. However, he doesn't have the best rant. The best rant goes to Tupac Shakur. Now you tell me who won. When I see them, they run. They don't want to see us. Whole Junior Mafia clique dressing up trying to be us. Best rant ever. But he not nicer than 50 with it. 50 got too many. And I'm saying he ain't have enough. He ain't have enough of them shit. But that one, Hit 'Em Up, is the top. That's the one. Whoa. When you think rant, you look up hip-hop rant, Tupac. Hit 'Em Up. End of that. That's the one you gotta go to. That's the one. If you want to make a rant, you want to do a rant at the end of a song, you listen to that first, and then this is the lane. This is the type of things that you say to somebody. Anything in this, you just take a part of that and just work from there. Take this part next time, work from there. That's the standard. But 50 is the best one to take the standard and like do his thing with it. You understand what I'm saying? He's the best one to do that. I don't care what nobody says. Nobody is nicer than that nigga 50 after a song popping shit. Nobody. Nobody. $50 used to be wild, man. Hey, yo, listen, man. I'm about to get out of here, man. Word up, man. About that time, man, they gotta hit the streets, man. Nah, niggas knew P had the single cell. That's why he said that. That's why he said that. I'm saying, I mean, I ain't gonna lie. P and them niggas, P went at him first. P went at him first, so, and P was one of the only ones going at him. That's why P and Jay-Z had beef. They asked Dame Dash why them niggas had beef. And Dame Dash couldn't really explain it. I think that was Cam Capone. And Dame Dash couldn't explain it. I could explain it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna explain it. Tupac, Snoop and them niggas was violating New York. Snoop and them niggas came through, kicked the buildings over. You know what I'm saying? Niggas came through, kicked the buildings over. Noriega, Capone and them niggas, the mob, they come with the LA, big city of dreams. They responded. Y'all niggas do the New York, we got the LA, right? Boom. Hit 'em up, come out. Hit 'em up, come out. Pac going crazy. You know what I'm saying? But Prodigy had told that nigga, you know what happened, the robberies in Manhattan, 60 G's worth of gun clapping. Who shot you? You probably screamed louder than the opera. New York got you. Know what I'm saying? And so when Pac doing what he talking about, niggas ain't like it. And so nobody else was really saying nothing to Pac. I don't care what Nas say, right? I don't care what he say. When he said fake thug, no love, you get the slug CB4 gusto, he was talking to Pac, homie. I don't care what nobody say. Now I'm saying, you know they say if the shoe fit, wear it. Them shoes fit Pac, in my opinion, you heard? When he said that, everybody thought he was talking to Pac. He tried to say he wasn't talking to Pac, but I feel like that was just the diplomatic, the diplomatic side of him that caused him to be diplomatic. You know how he give it up. He could avoid the issue. Pac was gone, and I'm saying, cause he died that same year. So like it wasn't on no more. And I'm saying, so it don't even make no sense for me to like, but like nigga fake thug, you know this nigga got the thug life all on his stomach. CB4 gusto, before you went to jail, you was not talking like this. Before you went to jail, you was not talking like this. It was dear mama, and I'm saying, they say the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice, right? That's the bop. Before you go to jail, come home from jail, and this. First off, you claim CB4 gusto. We seen Chris Rock do that same thing in the movie. So when he said that, that's what we thought he was talking about. Anyway, Nas didn't say he was talking about Pac. The only people we knew for a fact was talking to Pac was Lil' Kim and Prodigy. Prodigy said, you know what happened? Robberies in Manhattan, 60 G's worth of gun clapping. Who shot you? You probably screamed louder than the opera. He said that, right? Lil' Kim said, who shot you? Who knows, but they got you. Wet up, fed up, Maybe next time your punk ass keep your head up. That's Biggie. We know that's Biggie. But he let Kim do it, you heard? Maybe next time your punk ass keep your head up. That was hard. But they was the only people that said something back to Pop. Years later, Jay-Z was in a magazine or like, if I die, I tell Pac they still hearing his songs. Running the Pac asking where we went wrong, right? Something like that, right? He was like, said something and like, it's like New York been soft ever since Snoop came through and crushed the buildings. That's what Jay said. It's like New York been soft ever since Snoop came through and crushed the buildings. Prodigy got in the magazine and said, when Snoop and them niggas came through and crushed the buildings, nigga, you was quiet. You ain't say nothing. Pac was shooting at niggas, you ain't say nothing. You was quiet. That niggas is dead, shit is over, and you talking about And that's when son threw him up on the Summer Jam screen. And that's how that happened. You know what I mean? And I've been on here for 90-something minutes. I'm out. Y'all be cool.